here. I don't know, the combined elo must be like in the stars, and I can't even count that far. So it's amazing, wonderful. Thank you very much, seeing all of you here, and it's such an honor for me to, and I'm so incredibly proud of what Holly and I and Torsten and everybody together, what we built here, so that we have the privilege and the honor to have all of these incredible chess legends, each and every one of you. And as I said from the beginning, it was fought very hard for me because with each of you I have a personal relationship. I like and love all of you, and so for me it was like incredible to see that we have to, in the beginning we had a round robin, a very interesting round robin, and two of you players had to leave the tournament after that, and so we still want to honor you, of course, and you still got some points. So like the 10th place, I wouldn't say the last place, because 10th place we start with Vladimir, basically. So Vladimir, first of all, I have to explain to everybody. So Vladimir has won the online competition of how many players were competing in the online competition? Do you know?
I do not remember the exact numbers, but I believe it was more than 3,000 in the Swiss event, and then we had 16 players elimination bracket, so
yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah, so about 3,000 players, and he was actually in the end beating like a lot of grandmasters, a lot of members from our players club to make it to the final, and he won the final, and so he was qualified. And so even though his elo was not at that point, now since then he moved up to rank 17, or where are you right now? Even
I think maybe 17 in life,
yeah.
But at the current moment we'll be outside of top 20 by his first February rating list. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, so he moved up, and so what he gets is he gets the 7,500 prize money for the 10th place, and he gets 1 point, 1 Grand Slam point that's counting for the Grand Slam final in the end. So the players who have the most of these points, the 12 best players, will qualify for South Africa for the final event. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you next time. Right? So now the second player who didn't make it to the quarterfinal was our very dear friend Levon, and and he won in the end the match for 9-8. Levon, of course, is a legend of himself. I think he's like one of the greatest player of all time. I think in the top 5 or whatever. It's like insane. He has like an insane achievement. If anybody doesn't know about him, you can Google him. It's incredible. So he got $12,500 and 2 points in the Grand Slam tour. And what I also can say is that he has just been recently elected as the chairperson of the Chess Players Association, or the Chess Players organization that we have created in this whole turmoil around FIDE. We said the self-organizing of the top players, and they have elected Levon as their spokesperson. And so they are on their own. It's nothing to do with freestyle chess. It's on their own. But in that function, you are always invited to any Grand Slam, even if you don't qualify. So you can join us as a guest. And he did a fantastic. They are a spokesperson. And so they are on their own. It's nothing to do with freestyle chess. It's on their own. But in that function, you are always invited to any Grand Slam, even if you don't qualify. So you can join us as a guest. And he did a fantastic job as a commentator here in his role when he exited the tournament. Thank you, Leon. So now it even breaks my heart to say, that who is 8th place in this, but I think there's nothing like, anyway, like Nelson Mandela said, our South African former president and legend, he said, you either I win or I learn and never lose. And so I think for us, we have the world champion of chess, like the Gukesh, the legend from India, and he was playing against all these other great players, and he finished as the 8th place. So thank you very much. So Gukesh will receive for 8th place $20,000, and he will get 4 points for the Grand Slam final. And as he is the official FIDE world champion of the world, the world champion of classical chess, he has a standing invitation. So you have an invitation to Paris, and you can still think if you want to. Do you know already whether you want to come, or will you think about it, or are you coming to Paris?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. So here we are. Okay. We'll see you in Paris, and then we'll see you beating these guys, right? Okay, perfect. Now, for 7th place, it's the person that has beaten Gukesh in the last game for 7th place, and it's also somebody who I would say is like one of the greatest players, but it's all greatest players. It's my dear friend Ali Reza from France. So Ali Reza finished 7th, and he will get $30,000, and he will get 6 points for the Grand Slam final. Thank you. All right, so now we have the 6th place, which is basically after the game for 5th place. He lost that game, but it's a wonderful person also that we have known for now for more than a year, because he has been here last year. Nodirbek Abdussadorov. So Nodirbek finished in 6th place, and for that he will get $40,000 and 8 points for the Grand Slam final. So now after this tournament is tough. I mean, you see, you have greatest players like becoming 9th and 10th. We have the quarterfinal, which is basically, if you lose that game, you end up in the bottom 4, like 5th to 8th place. And the winner of that kind of round is Hikaru Nakamura. So Hikaru gets $50,000 for 5th place and 10 points for the Grand Slam final. And as we have this, I will tell you later who all has qualified. We have now, I think, 9 names out of the 12 who will show up in Paris. And Hikaru is one of them, because we have qualified the top 3 of the tournament, plus the top 2 of the classical World Championship rating. And as Hikaru is, I think, in the February rating, which is relevant number 3, and we know that Fabiano and Magnus have already qualified, Hikaru is already qualified for Paris. And so the question is, are you coming?
Yeah, why not?
Ah, perfect. Okay. So now we have 4th place, and that is basically somebody who has won his quarterfinals, so he moved up to the top 4, and it has astonished us all. It's Yabuki. I can bring on stage so that you know it's like Yabuki. So Yabuki in the tournament where Vladimir won the qualification tournament through all of 3,000, he got 2nd. They had the final, and the final, if you ever want to rewatch that, it's a historic game. It's like insane. The Armageddon game that they have played together. It was like, in the end, he won the game, but he like drew him out of time. So it was a really very exciting game. We were all on our heels, and so when I watched this game, we already had the information that Vichy Anand, who was invited here, did not want to come. So I knew we had 2 places or 3, and so I immediately said, okay, let's invite both of those wonderful players. And so he came in like the very last person coming in, and he, together with I think Fabiano, Alireza was first, but he was basically second, like in the round robin, and he beat like everybody except Alireza in the round robin. So he's our rising star, and then he got to the semifinals, and then he lost unfortunately, and now today he lost against Magnus, but still losing against Magnus I think is not a real loss, and becoming 4th place in this incredible field with all these super grandmasters, and now getting $60,000 for your home, and then 12 points. Thank you very much. Thank you. So coming to the winner of that last game, and you know who it is. It's our wonderful Magnus, and I don't have to introduce him, I think. So Magnus, come on stage, please. So Magnus, of course, he's top 3, so he qualified for Paris anyway, and he got $100,000 and 3rd place, and 15 points for the Grand Slam final. And so I asked the question, Magnus, are you coming to Paris?
It can't come soon enough.
Perfect. Okay, he wants revenge. And so thanks for. Now, the learner, as I said, the loser because losers, the learner of the final. I think Fabiano, you learned a lesson that previously Magnus had learned and Alireza had learned, that there's one guy who was not beatable in this tournament. So come up to stage, at least. Second place, it's like Fabiano last year, he was also 2nd place. He lost the final against Magnus here. And this time he gets a little bit more money than last time for the 2nd place, $140,000, and 18 points for the Grand Slam final. Thank you very much for that. Final question, you are qualified, are you coming to Paris? Perfect. Alright, so now it's a chilling moment. I get chills as it's like incredible that our hometown boy, Vincent, come on, say it. It's historic. I must really say I have goosebumps myself just saying that. And so I think I said enough. I want to have Holly to do the honors. I think that's better.
So Vincent, you were here last year, and this year you just crushed it. The qualifications made everyone underestimate you, and as a revenge that you were underestimated, you hit back and you hit back hard. And congratulations, we are so glad that you won. We would have absolutely loved everyone else to win, but we are so proud and we loved all the excitement and the surprises you gave us. Thank you so much, and I would also like to give you the trophy. I would just like to.
So yeah, I can also say, so he wins $200,000 and 25 points for the Grand Slam final, and he gets the trophy. And I think you all might guess the answer, but are you coming to Paris?
For sure.
Okay, perfect. So very good. So thank you very much, Vincent. And now we still have the top 3. So now we basically, it's the prize giving is kind of over, but we still have something to give. You can put the stuff. You don't have to carry it. And then kannst du das die Kamera das so okay. And then so I just want to announce now the field for Paris that we have. You have already heard most of the names. So I would like to have on stage, of course, the top 3, which would be Vincent, Fabiano, and Magnus. And then you also get your wonderful champagne bottles. Like Ella's mom said, we needed a piccolo bottle for the 3rd place, but I think it's because Magnus doesn't drink so much champagne anyway. But So can you come on stage and get your bottles, Fabiano and Magnus? And then stand next to, because we're gonna get some more people on stage. So I wanna have all the people who are also coming to Paris. So Lukesh, of course you're coming to Paris, you're coming up to the stage. And we have Hikaru coming up to the stage. So now these are the players that from this tournament have qualified for Paris. Now, as you know, our rules and regulations, have been renewed. They will be just after this prize giving. They will be on the website. I have put them here just to show you that those are the rules and regulations that we have put out. And so it's clear how you qualify. So we have the top 3 of the previous Grand Slam, which is the top 3 here. The current FIDE World Champion in Classical Chess. The top 2 Classical ELO rating in the month of the previous Grand Slam, which is basically now Hikaru Nakamura and Arjun Erigaisi. So Arjun will come to Paris as well as the next player, and he already agreed to come, told me. Then we have the winner of a major classical over-the-board tournament preceding the Grand Slam, which was Weigand-See. So the winner of Weigand-See will also come to Paris, and he also agreed, is Prague. He will also come. So we have a very strong Indian field. All of the top 3 Indian young players are playing in Paris. Then we have the winner of a co-organized freestyle over-the-board open preceding the Grand Slam, and as you have heard yesterday, it's going to be Hans Niemann. He also agreed, he will also come to Paris. And then we'll do the winner of an online match between 2 players that have been previously selected, and we have selected the 2 French players. So basically, Alireza, you can come on stage because you will also join us in Paris. Because it's like Vincent for Germany. Of course, we want to have Alireza for France playing in France. Yes, and then so in the end, then we have 2 wildcards to be given, but we have some ideas, but we don't reveal the names right now. So this is basically the field that you're going to see in Paris, plus an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, an additional 6 players. So we're going to have 12 players in Paris. Thank you very much. Thank you for the show. Thank you for everybody. And now we're going to have a great poker night. We're going to have a party. We're going to have the great DJ from last time again. I know my Aunt Moni and Martin, they danced until 5 o'clock in the morning. So have fun, enjoy your time, and thank you very much, and see you in Paris.